you can hear me without the waterfall static now. Hey, Dirty Turtle. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you, Conscious. I appreciate you letting me know. David Hendricks, peace and prosperity to you. Angel, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, this headset is on its last life. And TikTok already don't like me using it, but we ain't gonna talk about it today. I'm so grateful today. Last night's live, this lunar eclipse energy that has propelled us. Thank you so much for the gifts. We love you. We appreciate you. It's been amazing. I've actually, I went to 48 hours without eating from Tuesday night until after the I ate at 3 a.m. yesterday or this morning. So from Tuesday night at 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. this morning, I went without eating any physical food. And I've been guided to make that part of my regular weekly regime. So from here on out, I'm gonna at least have 2 days of the week of dry fasting, and then a few more days of the week where I'll be doing some intermittent fasting. And it felt so good. I felt so powerful. Like my whole empath abilities was stronger. Lately, my phone has been giving me a headache. Well, you got make sure, Angel. I ain't gonna tell your business, but make sure you're not letting your phone sleep next to you at night anymore. Like you can't have your phone by you at bedtime anymore. Peace and prosperity to you. Invite 220. All right. Just you need to have your phone like at least 10 to 15 feet away from you when you sleep from now on. Period. Do not have your phone. All right. We can talk about it in detail more later, but cut that shit. Ooh, cut that out right now. No, for real. Like not not now, but right now. All right. Um, what was I saying? I had to speak to my loved one about that real quick. But we grounding and soaking up this, still soaking up this moon energy, and the fasting, man. Oh man. First of all, if you were able to come and join last night, thank you so much. Hey, pretty Ben Peg, peace and prosperity to you. Good to see you. If you were able to come and join last night, we had a time. I was on for an hour and we got to really like soak up that moon energy. We got to watch the moon as it went red. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, y'all. We really enjoyed ourselves. And I'm still a little bit, not so much fatigued after that, but it's just a lot of energy exchange in doing that. Hey, Tiger's Eye. Thank you so much, Angel. I love you. I appreciate you. So good to see you. It was a lot of energy. Which by the way, that hour long, this morning's hour long lunar eclipse fasting special is up on my YouTube right now. So if you guys want to check it out, if you missed it yesterday, that is up on my YouTube right now. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm not trying to hype myself up too much. It was beautiful. And the energy was just so thick the entire time. Like you could cut it with a knife. But again, I mentioned this last night. I want to talk about this to reiterate it for those who missed it. It's a lot of Piscean. Peace and prosperity to you, my brother. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Harold's father, thank you so much for coming in. There's a lot of Piscean and Leo energy attached to this full moon energy. I understand that it's depicted as being Virgo, but it's a lot of Piscean, like Pisces, and a lot of Leo energy with this. And what you want to gather from that is take action on discipline. Take action on discipline. For me personally, which y'all know I like to lead by example, I'm not going to just make a suggestion to you and not give you something as a part of a solution to the problems, right? What I found as a great solution is controlling my food. And I recognize that as I'm moving with spirit and not against spirit, my my idea to fast before the eclipse led me to that thought process. Again, I went from 8 p.m. Tuesday until 3 a.m. this morning without eating any physical food. And the first day I was groggy, a little angry, and it was harder to control my empath energy. But day two, I was good. I was so good it was almost creepy. Like I could really imagine in my mind, like, dang, do I have to eat? Like I was asking myself that question after a while, like, dang, do I really need quote unquote food? Now, in a better world, in a better time, I might not would even like a multiverse version of me right now is probably not in America where we can't eat a lot of the foods here. A multiverse version of myself is somewhere where I can walk down the street and grab an orange or a pear or an apple off a tree and just eat it without any worries or cares. And for that version of me, I have a little bit more freedom to be able to eat what I want because the body's going to crave that natural sugar, that natural electric energy that fruit provides. A lot of people was asking me about, like in DM, about how much water I was drinking. And I tell you now, I did not drink any water by itself. Any water I drank had to have either my hydroglyph from Ambrosia Collective, which I'll be doing some more advertising about that, especially on my fasting days moving forward. See Money the Player, we love you. Thank you for coming in. I'll be doing more videos talking about that hydroglyph because it was clutch. Like that hydration was clutch. And of course, key limes, seeded key limes. I had everything I drunk had seeded key limes in it. And so I went through almost a gallon of water a day with key limes in it, no sugar, some hydroglyph. I had to take some nectar, which is another Ambrosia Collective product I'm going to be talking about for hydration. See, almost stepped in some poop. Check out my third eye, y'all. I'll be aware. I'll be aware. You see that? I was like, nope. While I'm talking to y'all, didn't miss a beat. Third eye be on it. But the Ambrosia Collective Hydroglyph and Nectar, I had a little bit of each of those, but it was really the key lime that was clutch. And then when I got to a point where I was at my thirstiest, I had some coconut water. And the company I get my coconut water from is called 100 Coconuts. I've made a video about it before, but I'm gonna be making some more videos about it later. But I've spoken about this before, and I've talked to a bunch of people about it. Yeah, let me get this disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor. But what I have found in my research, my very good research, is that a lot of times when we think we're hungry, when we have that thought, "Ooh, I need to eat," we're really dehydrated. We're really dehydrated and thirsty. And we're dehydrated because even though you may be drinking that quote unquote alkaline water, and I say quote unquote because they'll tell you that it's alkaline water because of something they put in there. They'll tell you it has electrolytes in it because something they put in there. Meanwhile, nature provides real electrolytes, but that's another story. That's not always going to quench your thirst. That's not always going to quench your thirst. So sometimes we need a little bit more. And a lot of times when we think we're hungry, we're really just thirsty. We're really just dehydrated. There are millions of people going around with hydration issues on a day-to-day basis and don't even recognize it. I'm definitely probably a person well, I ain't gonna say probably, I definitely am one of them. I've done the different things. Y'all, can y'all hear the echo in the tree as I'm talking into it? Echo, echo, echo. Hello, hello, hello. I gotta be careful doing this now that it's springtime, because something might come out and pop me upside the head like, hey, we in here sleeping, bro. Chill out. But I realized like even after I ate my orange, because that's what I broke my fast with. Tamiko, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for the taps and the gifts. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I realized when I was eating that orange, and it was a good orange. It was a real good orange I had when I broke fast. I broke fast with an orange, then I had an apple. And both were good. But I realized afterwards, I'm like, I wasn't hungry. I was thirsty. I was thirsty. And I had thought to myself, like, man, I had went through a gallon of water. I was going through about a gallon of water a day with the key limes. And I was mixing in, of course, the hydroglyph from Ambrosia Collective and the nectar. I had 1 can of my 100 coconuts coconut water. Right, this is all over a 50-hour, almost 60-hour period of no eating physical food. And I said to myself, like, would I have really wanted that orange if I had doubled up on that intake? Because I recognize again, I'm eating the orange and it's refreshing, but in my mind, it's like I'm drinking the orange, not eating it. I'm gonna say that again. In my mind, it's like I'm drinking that orange, but not eating it. And so I'm gonna be exploring that more because number one, let's to keep it real. I'm making this adjustment because again, unlike my multiversal self, probably in Brazil somewhere, with I go talk too much personally, but somewhere in Brazil somewhere, eating fruit off the trees where I ain't gotta worry about GMOs, I ain't gotta worry about this and that and this. I can eat what I want. But this version of me here right now is in the United States of America where I can't eat anything I want. I just can't. And I'm not going to go too deep into that today because I don't want to lower the frequency. My frequency is high right now. I want to keep the frequency high. I'm very happy about this discovery. I'm very happy to talk about this. I love the way my spirit team has seemed to align me to this purpose because a lot of my sponsorships are Black owned companies or companies that provide health products to help me with this. So not only am I able to help and explain with my own journey, I'm also able to promote those items to other people to help them as well. So I'm really excited about that. But again, I live in a country where I can't eat everything everywhere. Hey, Alex, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in last night as well. We love you. We appreciate you. I am in Michigan right now. I am on the west side of Michigan, northern western Michigan. It's hot for me because it was just 40 degrees last night. And like right now, it's like teeter-tottering 70. So it's a big jump. So that's why you see me sweating a little bit. And I really don't want to wear this hat. I'm wearing a hat because it's helping hold up my earpiece. That's a whole nother story. I don't want to get into it because it's gonna sound like I'm complaining. But I'm thankful, so I'm not. The but it's about 70, almost 70 degrees here in Michigan. We out here barefoot, tapped in. It's very windy. It's very windy, so you got this nice cool breeze coming through, especially right in between the trees, like I am. Is that duct tape? No, for real. Duct tape fix everything. Okay, and you know what? I'm happy that you told me that last night too, Alex. You did tell me that last night that you was a Pisces also. Thank you so much, everyone, for the gifts. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tamiko. Um, it's divine timing that you came, that you joined us last night. I'm thankful that you came back again today. Thank you so much. And what I'm talking about, as I mentioned last night, is I went through this fast And I just came to this realization, like, at least for me personally, and if you do the research, and I recommend everybody to talk to a nutritionist. Hey, lovely Rose, another one of our guests last night. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. I recommend everybody to look into this research because there are millions of people, millions of Americans who are not hungry. They have a hydration problem. You're dehydrated. That that feeling after you just ate something, you got a full belly, but you still want something to drink. You shouldn't need something to drink after you eat. That's ridiculous. And if you've had that experience before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, lovely. Oh, and I hope you've seen that what I said back in response. Earthing.com. You want to go to their website directly so we don't have to use that one company that we're all boycotting, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. We're not using that one company no more. So you go right to their website, earthing.com. And that's for anybody who's looking for grounding mats, grounding pillows. My 5-year-old autistic daughter has a grounding mat on her bed, and it stretches all the way across her bed. She loves it. She loves it. She can tell she can tell you when it's not plugged up. Cause she know, like I can't. She'll just look at you like I'm not sleeping normally. What's going on? And it's because her grounding mat's not plugged up. So, that's a staple for her now. And I recommend that grounding mat and grounding pillows for everybody. Earthing.com. I need to get a promotion with them going. Earthing.com. If y'all see this, holla at me. I'm with it. I love to promote y'all products. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna make sure I let people I know and love know where it's at. Big Bag Baby. Hello, my lovely. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. We out here in nature, barefoot, grounding as usual, tapped into this loving energy, soaking it all up. Still soaking up some of that lunar eclipse energy. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the shares. But yeah, again, I'm not a nutritionist. I want everybody to just take a moment and investigate on this. Or if you don't have the time to investigate, because we all are all busy adults, right? Just think about if you've ever had this happen before. I'm gonna just reiterate that point I made. Have you ever eaten, had a full stomach, the itis and everything, but still want something to drink afterwards? You're fighting dehydration. You may have ate thinking that was going to quench your thirst, and it didn't. It didn't quench your thirst. There's a reason for that. It's number one, most of the foods we're eating in this country, United States of America, shout out to anybody who ain't from there. Andy, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you, everyone coming in. Anyone that's not from here and you ain't got this problem, I'm so happy for you. But us Americans, we have a problem with our food, and a lot of us are dehydrated. A lot of us are dehydrated instead of hungry. And we're taught to eat to fix these problems. Or we're taught to take painkillers or medicines to fix these problems. And those things will dehydrate you as well. What's funny is if you read the packaging on those medications, it will tell you that they are going to dehydrate you, which is why every single one of them will make you drink water before you take it. Or you can't take it on an empty stomach. And all this other nonsense. There's a reason for that. They got to play their game a certain way. I can't move out the country right now, which for a reason I'm not going to dive into. So my solution is to understand, okay, this is what I have to work with. I'm not about to pout about it. I'm not about to be stressed or worried. My frequency is high. I'm going to keep my frequency high. So I'm going to find solutions. I'm going to promote those solutions that are working for me to y'all. The same way I'm promoting this grounded energy, I'm going to promote anything that I find to be positive, loving, and wonderful and beneficial. I don't gatekeep anything. So every week, I'll probably do like a morning live where I'm showing y'all making my hydration drinks. Ambrosia Collective, I got their products already in my showcase. I ain't just trying to brag on them just because they black owned products. But when I tell you they were game changers as far as hydration, they were game changers. They were complete game changers. I was amazed and proud. I was amazed and proud. So I'm going to be talking about that more because again, just as I went that 48 hours without food, I personally am at a point now where I don't think I need food like that anymore. Quote unquote food. Definitely not no cheeseburger type energy, you know. But I like mushrooms. Like I go out every once in a while. I'll buy some lion's mane mushrooms. I like to grill them up real good. I be getting my chef on. I got a culinary degree from my past life in this lifetime, right? I'll go out buy me some lion's mane mushroom, get my chef on. I promise you, as much as I love lion's mane mushrooms, that didn't hydrate me the way that coconut water did. That didn't hydrate me, and I still got a lot to learn. Like I've had some people tell me, you know, you don't want to cook it this way, you don't want to overcook it. You know, we see a lot of people doing the trendy things with these mushrooms. Sometimes they are cooking the nutrients out of it. I know I do it myself because, you know, I like it like that sometimes. But if that's the case, then when I have my water, I'm going to have a key lime in there. I personally prefer key lime over lemon. Do your research, it's up to you, but key limes are going to have a little bit more nutrients in it than a lemon or a lime. The small key limes, small seeded key limes. And I at the least just want control of myself. I want to make sure that when I'm eating because I need to eat, not because I want to eat or not because I'm thirsty. That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me to eat because I'm thirsty. And if you are doing that, I suggest listening to what I'm saying because I have some solutions that I'm going to be offering and pushing and promoting because I'm done eating when I'm thirsty. I'm done. I've built up the self-control and the discipline. There goes some more poop. Boy, I tell you, I got that real spider sense, boy. It be tingling. I'll be on it. I'll be on it. But let me come back to what I was saying. I refuse to eat because I'm thirsty again. I refuse. I am fortunate that again I've partnered with some companies who have some real hydration understanding. I have to imagine that, you know, as this is a black owned black man company, he probably went through some of the same problems I went through. And I'm thankful for him for inventing and creating some products to fix these issues. So I'm going to be exploiting that because we need to, like, I'm not the only one going through that. Closing out, oh, I'm about to leave my shoes again. Closing out, if you've ever eaten because you're thirsty, I'm going to show you a better way. Hey, Jay the man, peace and prosperity to you. If you've ever eaten because you're thirsty, I'm going to show you a better way. I'm going to show you a better way. And it's not complicated, and it sure as heck ain't expensive. That's what's, oh man, that's the most triggering thing about the whole circumstance. The amount of money I spent to hydrate myself versus quote unquote eating is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So you want to save some money and not be thirsty? Follow me, because that's where I'm going. I'm going to where I'm going to be spending half, probably even less than half of the money I spent a week on food, staying hydrated. And I'll be healthier for it. I'll be more electric for it. I'm going to have more energy for y'all, more energy for myself. Hey, Lord, peace and prosperity to you. Exodus, thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Goddess Gateway, My dear, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I loved your advice today. I love your advice every day, but I loved your advice today. I'm closing up, but as a recap to you, I was explaining how peace and prosperity to you too. I was explaining how during my fast, because I went to 48 hours without eating, and I recognized that I wasn't hungry, I was thirsty. And I had been drinking, and I had some products for hydration that I'm going to double up on more. But doing my research in regards to this, a lot of us, especially Americans, because of our food, especially Americans, because of our food, we are eating because we're thirsty. And we're taught to eat when we're thirsty. We're taught to eat when we're thirsty. It's not the right way to go. I'm going to show y'all a better way. I already have tried these products. I'm going to show you how it's helping me, how it's benefiting me, because I personally will never eat because I'm thirsty again. I know it was. You might have to come back and check this replay on YouTube because when I promise you, you're going to love the alignment today. You're going to love it. I'm getting ready to close out now. I'm walking back to the truck, but man, we in alignment. I'm so thankful to be in alignment with someone like yourself too, by the way. So thankful. Yeah. But I will never, I personal promise and dedication to myself, I will never eat because I'm thirsty again. I don't have to. I got the products I need. They are in abundance. They are cheaper than food. And that's what I'm going to do. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink something. When I do need to eat, I will. But I will never eat because I'm thirsty again. If you know what that feels like, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've ever had a full stomach of food and still need a glass of water afterwards, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you what I've done to change that and how I'm going to keep that promise to myself because it's real. Hey, Viera, peace and prosperity to you. Yeah, I'm here in Michigan on the west side of the state. I just got done grounding out here in nature. Hey, Bag, thanks for coming back. We love you. And I was just talking about fasting, and I was just explaining how it's millions of Americans who are dehydrated, who are eating because they're, excuse me, who are I'm about to say it backwards, who are eating because they're thirsty. It is. It is, especially because I was up at 3 o'clock this morning when it was 40 degrees during the eclipse, and now it's like almost 70, even though it's breezy, it feels good. I really don't want to get back in my truck, but I got work to do still. And I got to do some laundry. Tomorrow, I will be on at noon instead of in the afternoon. So tomorrow morning, I'll be on early at noon. Where are you? That's awesome. I'll be on at noon tomorrow from like 12 to 12:30 tomorrow, hanging out, grounding. Thank you so much for the follow. We love you. We appreciate you. Bag, it's so good to see you. I love you, Bag. It's so good to see you. But I can't stress it enough. If you've ever eaten food because you're thirsty, let me show you the way. Let me show you by example that eating food when you're thirsty is not the way to go. I don't care what the food pyramid says. I don't care what anybody else says. That is not the way to go. And there are options that are cheap, but not cheap products. Let me say that again. There are options that are cheap and not cheap products. In those 3 days, I literally spent like 70% less just keeping myself hydrated versus eating. And what's crazy is not even realizing where I was going. It was a bird flew toward my truck. Not even realizing where I was going. Hey, Jess, I'm hanging out a little more because I see all these people coming in. I love y'all, and I want to show y'all the love because I always appreciate y'all coming in. But I realized I had went and bought all this food. I got a whole bunch of food in my truck. Put some key lime in that water bag. If you thirsty, put a little key lime or lime in that water. Watch it change that thirst ratio. It's too many of us eating because we thirsty, and that's not the way. I have found some answers that are cheap. Thank you, Jesse. I love you, girl. I appreciate you. I found some answers, some black-owned answers too. These are black-owned companies. They're in my showcase already. I put them to the test this week. With my 48-hour fast, I put them to the test, and it changed everything. I vow and swear I will never, never, ever again will I eat food because I'm thirsty. And I know how to recognize the difference. I promise you. I know I sounded redundant for anyone who's been here on a live already this whole time. But I have to stress this. If you, thank you so much, Jess, I appreciate you. If you have ever had a full stomach and still feel like you need a glass of water, it's because you ate when you were thirsty. That's not the way to go. It's unhealthy for the body, and it's not even fixing the problem that your body is asking for. Let me show you the way. Let me show you by example. I have a solution, and it's not expensive. That's the It's frustrating to imagine how much money we're spending on food that's not even good for us, and all we're doing is trying to drink the food. We can't drink the food, but I got solutions for us. I love y'all. Peace and prosperity, everyone. This replay will go up on my YouTube. That's so true. There have been times I think I'm hungry, then I drink water, and I got you, bag. Everybody, I got you. I got you. We all battling this, and we can have a whole nother live explaining why we're all battling this, but I got you. Peace and prosperity, Fat Mama. I love you. Thank you again for the gift, goddess. This replay will go up on my YouTube, and y'all gonna start seeing me doing some morning lives at least 2 to 3 days a week. And I'm gonna go on live in the mornings and do a whole product showcase showing y'all what I'm talking about. Showing y'all these black-owned products that will allow us to not have to eat to be thirsty anymore. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm about to go get my thirst on now. Peace and prosperity, everyone. I love you all so much. Until next time.